Hey, what's going on everyone? DJ Zeus here, bringing you another video regarding the Vestax PMC-05 Pro 4. And basically in this video I'm going to show you how to MIDI map your buttons to Serato DJ. So let's get started. As you can see, I already have my MIDI window open. And if you don't know how to get to that, just click on MIDI up here. When you click on that, you're able to select pretty much anything here and map that to anything on your mixer. So first of all, let's go ahead and map a cue point. All you got to do is click on it and then press the MIDI button that you want to assign that to. So my first cue point I'm going to put right here, and as you can see, it is now blue. So every time I press on it, let me go ahead and just play this song. I'm not Okay, so that's done. Basically, you do that for every other cue point that you want to set up. Now for me, I only use about 3 cue points anyway, so I just map my top 3 to my 1, 2, and 3 cue point for the right deck, 1, 2, and 3 for the left deck. So I'll just do another one with you, just so you can have an example again on how to do it. So you just click on the little play button, and then press the button that you wish to map that to, and then it turns blue. Now you have a cue point number 2 in a random area of the song. Doesn't make sense, but oh well, it's fine. Now you know how it works. So cue points, you just map them that way, and pretty much you map everything else in Serato exact same way. So let me click out of the MIDI menu and go into internal mode, and now let me click back on the MIDI menu. The way I have my bottom button set up is I have my pitch bend negative, pitch bend plus, and then my effects on and off button right here. If you don't know what the pitch bend is, it allows you to create a temporary pitch bend of negative or plus. So for those of you who like to slow down your record by, depressing the platter a little bit, or pressing whatever, the platter to slow it down, all you have to do now is just temporarily, pitch bend it negative. Or if you want to speed it up, instead of, spinning the little thing, or, pushing it forward, jerking it forward, you can just pitch bend positive. And I like doing this because I don't like to slow down my platter like this, because it puts extra strain on the motor. And over time, basically, it'll throw your pitch bend off, and this will not be accurate, and you're going to have to recalibrate it, take it to a repair shop and stuff like that. So I try to refrain from doing that. I don't necessarily do that a lot. If I try to slow something down, I just, I'm tapping or just rubbing my finger over the record to kind of slow it down, because it has a slip mat, so the platter is still moving and it's not going anywhere. I'm just slowing the record down. Or if I'm trying to speed it up, I'll rub my finger across it or whatever. Anyways, off topic. So I have my pitch bends right here, and what you're going to want to do is go into internal mode, and as you can see, you have the pitch adjustment fader here, and down here you have your pitch negative and plus. So click on the negative, and then down here assign that to negative. So every time you press that button, now you have a negative pitch bend. My positive is already set up, so just to give you an example of specifically what it does, let me go ahead and click out of internal. And the cool thing about this is that you can use the pitch bend in relative mode or absolute mode, and you don't have to have it on internal mode, because you have it mapped within here, and it still controls it. So you won't be able to see it being controlled in here, but you'll be able to hear it. So listen. So now it is a temporary pitch bend. So like if you're in the middle of a blend and it's kind of getting off beat a little bit and it's, you know, slower, you can speed it up. If it's faster, you can slow it down. That's what I like having it there for. That's how I have mine set up. You can set yours up differently, but that's how I have mine. And then as far as my effects enable button, see we have the on and on for each effect, left channel, right channel. I have this set up to it, and basically the way you set it up, the same way you set it up same way you set up everything else. You go into your effects here, open up your Midi, go into your effects, select the on switch, push the button you wish to assign it to, which is that one for me. Now every time I press that button, it'll be enabled or disabled. Now it is pre-fader, it's not post-fader, so it'll only echo, like if you're using the echo sound effect anyways, when the fader is open. Once you go over, that effect stops. And the same thing with this side. Once you go over this way, that effect stops. So not post-fader, which sucks, but at least, you know, you have an option to use the effects. Now for the SP6 sampler, what's cool about this is, yeah, you have 6 buttons here, 6 buttons here, you know, left, right, bam. Push that shift button, buttons turn red. Now you have 6 more buttons, 6 more buttons to map. If you wanted to, you can have all 12 buttons be left channel, and then your red, all 12 channels buttons be right channel. But I find it easier to do it this way, so this way I'm not constantly switching over. And I'm only in this menu every once in a while whenever I use my SP6 sampler. So in order to map this, just open it up. Let me close the effects and then open up Midi once again. And you're going to want to click on the play button for each sampler. So like for instance, I click on this one, assign that one. Now every time I press the button, you're in the mix with DJ Zeus. And so on and so forth. So that's how you assign basically all the buttons. It's pretty easy. You just pick on whatever you want whatever you want to assign this to, and then press the button to whatever you want to assign that to. Now as far as the library scroll, you're gonna want to go into the middle section here, click on the up button, go down here to your little wheel, and then I do mine clockwise to scroll up. So as you can see, every time I go clockwise, the little button is shining, letting me know that it's going up. And you don't see it moving here because, click out of this, click out of that, because I'm already at the top of the list. So if I go down here and I scroll up, you'll see that it's moving up in Serato. And basically you do the same thing with the down button, just click down, and I did mine counterclockwise. So as you can see, it's scrolling down, counterclockwise, clockwise, it's going up. And then to load my decks, deck 1, deck 2, you have the load deck section, and basically since there's 2 scrolling knobs, when you press on it, that will be my load deck 1. See, load deck 1. And then my other one, if I press on this one, that's my load deck 2. Now, in order to switch in between your library tabs, there was a way that I had this set up, and I forgot how I did it, but I'll just do it on the fly because these ones I don't have set to anything right now. I'll just set up each corner one, or actually just this corner one, because it only takes one to switch between your library tab focus. So just click on that, and bam, that's there. So now whenever I want to switch between my actual library and my crate list, I can go ahead and do that just by pressing this button. So I'll press that button. Okay, say I'm looking for a track in one of these crates. Okay, there. And I can press the button again, and now I'm in the library, and I could scroll freely through that. So pretty easy to map. I do not have Serato Video or Video SL, whatever they call it now. But basically, you can MIDI map your faders to Serato Video. So, you know, no more need for the Rain mixer in order to do your video mixing, because this pretty much has the ability to do that. Not only does it, you know, map these buttons to the functions within Serato, you could use it to map your faders as well. So it will mix your audio and your video. So, you know, if you're running an SL2, SL3, SL4 box, you can go ahead and do so and play your video, you know, your music videos, and then when you fade the fader over here, it'll blend it through within Serato as well. Because I know if you have a mixer that isn't, you know, MIDI, where the faders aren't MIDI mappable, then basically you're stuck mixing the audio here and then like manually mixing the fader within Serato, you know, to blend the music video. So this will blend music and visual as well. Now you can also MIDI map these, I heard. I haven't done it. But I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on how to map this mixer to Serato DJ and kind of give you an idea of how I have mine set up. So if you found this video helpful or useful in any way, you know, as always, give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and click subscribe. And thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, I'm sick. My throat hurts. But thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.